Today we're going to explore the Hall of Horrors, a network of cool slot canyons, passageways, and caves in Joshua Tree National Park. This is Magellan,
And this is Greyhound,
where we make videos about epic road trips, kayaking, hiking, and other outdoor adventures. Time to revisit and explore the Hall of Horrors. The last time Greyhound and I did this, we just wanted to go to the bathroom, and when we stopped, we saw a small sign for the Hall of Horrors. We were like, what's this about? At the time, this place was not really marked, but as you'll see soon, they did add some signs. This giant rock structure is not the Hall of Horrors, and you'll need to go around it. You can either go left or right, and we'll go left, because why not? Whichever way you go, you may see rock climbers with harnesses climbing up the big formation. Joshua Tree is a very popular park for rock climbing after all. Just keep heading around the vegetation. Once you pass this giant boulder, the Hall of Horrors will come into view beyond a bunch of Joshua trees. It's the larger rock formation ahead of you, next to a smaller one to the left. Eventually, you'll see a sign on the path towards it that says Real Hall of Horrors and Kingdom. This sign wasn't here years ago. Continue walking, and you'll see another tiny sign. These are for the more serious rock climbing spots on the other side of the Hall of Horrors. For us, we're going to bear right for just a short bit. From here, your climbing adventure begins. The idea is to head up this way. However you like to scramble is up to you. Everybody's got different physical capabilities. Once you get up here, you're near the entrances to two of the main slot canyons. As we've seen in other videos, and have incorrectly stated so ourselves, based on our conversations with park rangers, the Hall of Horrors is actually a series of slot canyons, and is not just one hall or place. The first slot canyon is to the right, and will require you to climb down into it. It's long and narrow, but you can walk pretty comfortably across. It's pretty wild. Some people will say it dead ends, but if you're Greyhound, you can scramble up this like she did last time and explore. If you're me, you're short and just not very flexible and had to turn around. It never helps when you're afraid of heights. The good news is that the second slot canyon is much easier for us short kings. And the second slot canyon is located right next to the first, marked by this sloping rock and small boulder. This one is a bit tight, but no climbing is required really to get through. Actually, this is really tight in spots, maybe 6 to 8 inches. Probably not a good idea to eat a big meal beforehand. Or, if you're claustrophobic, maybe you should avoid this altogether. Eventually, you'll reach an opening and can climb up top. From here, feel free to explore, because there's more little caves and passageways, vegetation I don't know the name of, especially these golden Christmas tree things, and just cool rocks. I mean, that's why you're here, right? To see cool rocks. You'll get a clear view of the Kingdom, another climbing spot, and just a nice view of the area. I decided to head to the eastern end and explore. I was greeted by a nice landscape of Joshua trees. That's the large rock formation you need to walk around when you first arrive if you took the right side. Such a weird alien landscape. From here, I tried to descend to the ground from up top, but couldn't find a safe way to do so. So I decided to head down and underneath to see if I could find another way. Again, if you're claustrophobic, I don't advise this. Not that I found it personally unsettling, but it was physically uncomfortable at times, and I can see people freaking out if they have space issues. This is not a place you want to wake up from wondering where you are. Do not explore this if you feel like you can't get out or you are easily lost. Man, it's like the boulders are crushing down on you. Here, I felt like I found the way out, but I either couldn't fit through these narrow spots or my legs were just too short.
Woo, it's crazy in here.
So I basically turned around and came out this way, which brought me back to where I exited the second slot canyon, and then essentially backtracked through that. If you thought it was tight the first time, it's still tight the second time. On my way back, I enjoyed the Joshua trees and took the other way around to the parking lot. And that's the Hall of Horrors. Have you ever visited? And what did you think? We'll see you on the trails or in the water.